again, YouTubers. So I am sitting down today to do a video on how I style my hair at this length. It is not shoulder length, but it's not long by any means. It's just kind of a long bob. I think they call it a lob. I love it. I had super long hair, like down to the middle of my back for the longest while. And when I started using Monat, my hair got healthier and healthier. And for the first time, I felt comfortable cutting it. Plus, it was super in style to have the shorter hair anyway. And I do not regret it for a second. Like, I cut 3 inches, then 4 inches, then like 2 inches, and kept going until I got it to the length I love. This is the length for me. I love it, love it, love it. I love styling it. I love pulling it up. I love doing it. I love everything about it. So I'm gonna jump right in and show you guys how I do this. All right, so first things first, my hair is back. I washed and dried my hair last night. Used my T3 hair dryer, which I love. I have the rose gold one, but there's so many different types of them. I'm gonna take my brush, this double C curve brush. I love this thing. All right, brush it out, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of dry shampoo. I'm gonna plug in my T3. This is the Whirl Trio, but it's the detachable one. You can buy it as a single or as parts. I am using the 1-inch wand, not curling iron, the wand. I'm gonna plug this in. And I have this on heat setting number 2. So I'll turn it on and show you guys. So you'll watch, it lights up and then it only goes to the second one. You can see that right there while it's heating up. So I'm gonna set that over here. It heats up super fast. I could have waited. I'm gonna take some of my Monat Champ Conditioning Dry Shampoo. Okay, now here's the trick. People are like, you just washed your hair yesterday. Why are you using this? Okay, the key with dry shampoo that a lot of people don't realize or think about is the fact that you want to put it on even clean hair. It's proactive. Like, if you put it on ahead of time, it actually helps to absorb the oils even your first day. So I let that sit for a minute or two while the curling iron is heating up. And then I take 2 alligator clips. I get these at Sally Beauty Supply. They're my favorite ones. I've had all different ones, but those are my favorite. I go through and just kind of run my fingers through where all the dry shampoo was. All right, then I'm gonna comb it back. I part my hair in the center. This is just how, I mean, so many people have asked me lately how I've been doing my hair since I cut it. So I'm gonna take this part right here, section it off, and then I take it and I twist it up kind of into like a little coil, and I clip it. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. So ever since I cut my hair, it took a little bit to kind of adjust and figure out the best ways to do my hair, to curl it, to like how I liked it. And this way has been working miraculously. I love it. And I get so many questions about it. So I just start, and there's no rhyme or reason to the size. This in the front is generally the size of piece I take. I take it and I go away from my face and I leave out, give or take, about 1.5 to 2 inches maybe. A little bit more than typically. I bring it all the way in because I actually have a lot of weight at the roots of my hair, closest to my scalp. And so a lot of people do them further down, but I find if I do that, my weight of my hair pulls the curls out faster. So I actually go fairly close to the scalp with the curling wand because it actually helps me to keep that volume at the base or at the scalp of it. So again, I'm keeping out about that couple inches. I only count for a couple seconds. Then I just kind of let it fall. As you can see them, you can go through. Some people think this makes a difference. I don't particularly do that just because I'm gonna make it work the way I like to, and it just takes time. I don't know why, I'm just never bothered. So as I go back further, I feel like the pieces get a little bit thicker, a little bit wider. I try to keep them as thin as I can. Again, keeping out that little bit of the end, 1.5 inches or so. But by doing this, I'm gonna get all these curls all the way around, okay? So I'm gonna just keep going. When I get about this far back on my head, so I'm on this side, actually I think I have one more that needs to go the other way, but I'm actually going to switch. So right now I am curling from my left, your right side back. Okay, so now when I go to the other side, I want to flip it and go the opposite way. Now, some people will say they just go through and grab pieces of their hair and they don't curl all of them. My hair is fine, but I have a lot of it and it is straight. Like, it is straight. So I'm going to this side of my head and I'm going to take a piece and I'm going to then take this one and I'm curling backwards away again from this side. So my hair typically is perfectly straight. I have one little weird, right about where I'm curling, wavy area that's about 3 or 4 inches by 3 inches. And so I can't afford to kind of go through and just grab whatever pieces, like someone that has like a natural wave to their hair or something like that. I have to literally make sure I'm getting every bit of my hair, because if not, I'm gonna have a weird piece. There we go. I'm gonna have a weird piece. Can you hear MJ down there laughing? We have a snow day today. Yes, snow in March. Almost the end of March. It's insane. Like, we're already past the first day of spring and we still have snow. It's insane. So anyway, so I'm gonna go through and curl these all away on this side. And I don't go and start on the front and go back. I kind of just keep going all the way around. That way I feel like I don't miss any pieces. So once I've finished this part here, I'm going to go through with my Monat Refinish hairspray, and I just lightly spray it. Ah! And apparently eat some. So then I'm going to go through it, and I start on this side because these have cooled the most. Take out my alligator clip. I go through and brush this through just to make sure all the dry shampoo is into, or like mixed in with my hair. And then I'm going to take it, and I actually start from the back here. And I do the same thing going away from my head. Now these ones I try not to hold in as much because I don't want them, I want the ones on the top to be just a little bit looser. Okay, so, and then this is a little bit harder. You have to make sure you don't grab the curls. So I just keep going through and getting pieces and curling them. So I'm going to keep doing this. Once this side is curled, and you can tell I have those straight pieces kind of sticking out the bottom here. Go through, spray that side. Try not to eat it. Do the same thing on this side. Go through, brush it out, and I'm going to start in the back and curl away from my face. There's a random piece. We'll just pull that up with it and start curling. All right, now I'm going to take my spray, do this side. All right, put that away. And then I usually just let my hair sit for a little bit and see. I leave this on in case I need to touch anything up. And when I'm done, if I have any funny pieces, sometimes I pull out my flat iron, but we'll just wait and see. It looks like I missed a weird little piece back here. Look at that. See, this is why I keep it on too. You never know. When you have straight hair, you've got to get every piece. even when you're doing like straight ends like this. So I'm gonna let this cool for a little bit and then I'll come back and show you. All right, so I've let them sit for about 10 minutes. Sometimes I do my makeup afterwards. It's all different stuff. So now I'm gonna take two products, and one is the Monat Rejuvenate Oil and the other one is the Monat Restyle Instant Sculpting Taffy. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna take my brush. I actually start up at the roots and I go through and comb it out. All right, so you can see that these are already much softer, looser with the straight edges, but I still need to kind of finish them because otherwise they look like they're kind of like almost too soft. So what I'm gonna do is I open both of these. I'm gonna take about that much of the sculpting taffy, and then I'm gonna take about 4 drops of this. All right, I'm gonna run it all together. Okay, and then I start at the bottom and kind of just work through the curls, and then I go up into my roots. Now, keeping in mind, what I'll tell you too, I should have told you this ahead of time, but what I did when I washed my hair with the Monat, use whichever shampoo and conditioner you like. Right now I am using the Monat Black. I actually use the black every single time I wash my hair, first wash. Then on the second wash, I've been using the Renew shampoo. Okay, and I just kind of work these through, soften them up a little bit. Then I use the deep smoothing conditioner right now because in the winter my hair is a little bit drier. Then I go through when I get out of the shower and I use the Intense Repair IRT treatment at my roots to make my hair grow. Then I use the mousse, the Moxie mousse, and then I use a little bit of the Kids Detangler. That is my favorite leave-in conditioner by far. And it just does such a great job. So you can see I've got good defined curls, but they also have that piecey end to it. The sculpting taffy helps to hold the actual curls as curls. I can brush it again if I want to. I can move it around. If I need a little bit of extra volume, which today I don't need to, I use my Orbe, let's see here, this is called Swept Up Volume Powder. I use this at my roots some days. Don't feel like I need that at all today. It feels good. That mousse gives me such good volume, holds my curls really, really well, and I just am so glad I decided to randomly try it one day. So that is how I have been curling my hair and getting this look. I hope you guys enjoy it. As I said, I'll unplug this now. If you see any pieces you need to touch up, you can use this and just touch them up. If you feel like the ends do not go straight enough because you have more wavy hair, because remember, I have straight hair, you can take your flat iron through just at the end and kind of just run it through those ends. I do that sometimes if I've done a more curled look and then I want it to like soften up. So that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this. What else I have on my face is Tarte CC Corrector, the Dior Forever Foundation. I have on the Smashbox Contour with then the Hourglass Bronzer, Laura Mercier Baked Matte Radiant Highlighter, Marc Jacobs Flesh and Fantasy Blush on my eyes. I have on the Urban Decay Naked Heat Palette. I have on a pair of Kiss Flirty Lashes. Let's see what else. On my lips, Makeup Forever 3C with Marc Jacobs, Burberry, number 3 Rose. And then I put on a little bit of Bare Buxom in, I think it's called Amber. Gloss. I set it with IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores, which you guys know I love. It's like my favorite setting powder. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any other questions. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.